So welcome to the Green Stride line work. Congratulations if you passed your grading, and so you can now work on your next section. So you're going to take your right leg back, show me your walking stance. We don't need to repeat all the teaching points for everything because you should know that now. Look at your watch on your back hand, and from on top, show me an outward block. Okay, high section level with your ear. So it's from on top, like you're grabbing your ear and showing me the wet end. Yeah. So from on top, grab your ear, and outward block, show me the wet end. Okay. So when you move forwards, you pull the same hand back. Okay, because you're working on one move. So you pull the same hand back to back. Outward block, level with your eyes, okay? So grabbing your ear, taking it off, show me the wet end. Ready? It's a bit grim, that, isn't it? Ready? Stepping backwards, look at your watch, pulling the same hand back. From on top, outward block. Backwards, go. Pull your hand back, from on top, outward block. Ready? Moving backwards, from on top, outward block. Coming forwards, pull your hand back, from on top, outward block. Coming forwards, pull the same hand back, from on top, outward block. Okay, so we're going to build that drill up a little bit now, and you're going to add a reverse punch to it. So I'll just show you side on first. So your back hand looks at your watch, from on top, outward block, high section. Then I want you to show me a sine wave punch with your back hand. So make sure you set up the reaction force, bend your knee, drop your hand, straighten your leg and roll your hand up, and then drop back and punch. Have you got that? So from on top, outward block, set up the reaction force, bend your knee in your hand, straighten out and roll up, and then fire to the centre. So show you that one more time. Outward block from on top, bend your knee, drop your hand, roll it up as you straighten your leg out, and then punch to the centre. Okay? So we'll try that in line. So we'll go back a bit, put your right leg back, ready, and put your right hand up, or your reverse hand up. From on top, show me an outward block, bend your knee, set up the reaction force, drop your hand, roll it up, drop back and punch. So now, as you walk forward, you're doing two moves, so that remember the rule changes, the other hand comes up. So from on top, outward block, bend your knee, drop your hand, straighten and roll it up, drop and punch. So coming forwards, the other hand comes up, from on top, outward block, bend your knee, drop your hand and set up the reaction force, roll it up, drop back and punch. So same again, moving backwards, the other hand comes up, from on top, outward block, bend your knee, drop your hand, roll it up and punch. Step backwards, the other hand comes up, from on top, outward block, bend your knee, drop your hand, set up the reaction, roll it up and punch. Ready? Stepping backwards, the other hand comes up, from on top, outward block, bend your knee, roll it up and punch. So we're going to do three more, a little bit faster now. Forwards. And one more. And three backwards. Other hand comes up. And one more. Okay. And barrel. So if you're moving a little bit too fast, obviously just go back and watch it again and again and keep playing through the video. Okay, so your second piece of line work, which is in your new pattern, is a back fist side strike. So you're going to show me a big walking stance, and again, look at your watch again. Remember, this hand always does the same thing, and from underneath, show me a back fist. So your back fist is punching with these two knuckles, and it's to the temples here, on the side of your head, because this is the weakest part of your skull. So it starts from underneath, and show me a back fist side strike to the temple. So from the side, you look at your watch. I'll show you the other way around. So you look at your watch, from underneath, show me a back fist side strike. Now your arm shouldn't be locked out straight because you'll jar your elbow, and it should be fully bent. So if you think of your arm as just soft, you'll have a nice soft elbow bend. Okay, so if we move further back a bit, so put your right leg back, look at your watch, from underneath, straight round level to your temple. Ready, coming forwards, pull your hand back, So remember, you pull the hand that you were using back because you're only doing one technique, and from underneath, show me a back fist side strike. And coming forwards again, pull the same hand back from underneath, show me a back fist side strike. So it's quite an easy move. So we'll do that 3 more times moving backwards. So moving backwards, pull your hand back, look at your watch. From underneath, strike round with a twist. Moving backwards, from underneath, strike round. Moving backwards, from underneath, strike round. So I'll do 3 quick coming forwards and 3 back. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And try and finish the technique, the breath and the stance all at the same time. So 3 more. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and battle. So your third piece of line work, again, because I like the green stripe level line work, it's quite easy. So show me your walking stance and put your hands on your belt to begin with. Cross your hands, palms facing you, and then twist them out, palms away, level with your eyes. And it should be shoulder width apart, and it's got to be in front of you. It's pointless having it here, it's got to be in front of you. Plus that's a bit scary, that's okay. Are you ready? So, we're going to move back a bit, put your right leg back. Okay, just because you're learning it, touch your belt, cross your hands in front of your face, palms facing you, and twist them out. Level with your eyes. So as you come forwards, bring both hands to your belt, cross your hands, palms facing you, and twist them out. Level with your eyes. You come forwards, touch your belt, cross your hands, and twist out. Okay, so we'll do 3 more moving backwards. Start position from your belt. Cross your hands, palms facing you, and twist them. Stepping backwards, start from your belt, cross your hands, and twist out. Moving backwards, start position from your belt, cross your hands in front of your face, and twist them out. Okay, so we're going to do 3 forwards and 3 backwards now. So as you come forwards from your belt, 1. From your belt, 2. From your belt, 3. So eye level, shoulder width apart. And 3 more moving backwards. Go. 1, 2, 3. And battle. Okay, so do that a few times, moving backwards and forwards before you move on to the next move. Okay, so your 4th move now. So your 4th move now for green stripe is a straight fingertip thrust. Okay. Now when we perform this in a pattern, it looks something like this, but because you're learning it for the first time, because you're learning it for the first time, I want you to break it down a little bit, and I want you to put one foot in front, so put your right foot in front, ready, and I want you to show me a waist block, palm open, waist block, with your other hand on your belt, okay? So I want you to pretend someone's punching you or kicking you, and you're pushing it down with your palm. Yeah, to create an opportunity to strike. So with your left hand blocked down, and with your right hand, show me a straight fingertip thrust. Okay, now this, we're aiming to use this tool to hit somewhere soft on the body. So like the solar plexus and the throat, maybe the eyes, but pretty much the throat and the solar plexus. Anywhere else is going to break your fingers, yes? So we block the punch or the kick down, and from your belt, show me a straight fingertip thrust. Okay, now this is the hard bit. When you're doing your line work, the hand that did the thrust will do the block, and the other hand will come to your belt. Okay, so I'm going to start further back now. So put your right leg back for me, and show me a waist block with your right hand. Yep, stop around solar plexus height, which is here. So waist block to the solar plexus, and then straight fingertip thrust over the top. Don't have your fingers on display, hide them under your arm, and don't rest them as well. Keep them about 2 inches underneath. So you're going to walk forwards, the hand that did the thrust does the block, and the other hand comes to your belt. And the block is around solar plexus height, straight fingertip thrust. Hide your fingers underneath your arm, don't have them stuck out, ready, and a couple of inches underneath. So when you walk forwards, the hand that did the thrust will do the block. So as you walk forwards, block down to solar plexus height, and show me a straight fingertip thrust over the top. So one more time, as you walk forwards, the hand that did the thrust will do the block, and this hand's going to come back to my belt. Okay, and when you've got to here, thrust over the top. So moving backwards, the hand that did the thrust does the block, and this one does the thrust. What will help you is, whatever the front leg is, the same hand should be out in front. So moving backwards, hand that did the thrust does the block, and then thrust. So now this one blocks, and this one thrusts. So block, and thrust. So coming forward, we'll show you that again, a little bit faster this time. Hand that does the thrust does the block. The hand that does the thrust does the block. Block, thrust. Hand that does the thrust does the block. Ready? And the same backwards. This hand does the block. And again. And again. Because this one's a little bit more technical, we're going to do it one more time. Coming forwards 3 times and 3 times backwards. A little bit faster now. Forwards. 2. 3. And moving backwards. 1. 2, 3, and back. Now, because some of your moves at green stripe level are relatively easy to learn, I give my students usually one more. So your 5th piece of line work is if you put your right leg forwards, I want you to have a start position of your hands in your armpits, and I want you to show and pretend someone's kicking you with a snap kick right between the legs. Yeah, so snap kick right between the legs. So I want you to start with your hands here, and you can defend against it by blocking straight out in front. Not here, straight down to the floor, about 45-degree angle, because you want to meet the kick. You don't want to block up here, because even if you block it, it's still probably going to kick you. So you want to meet that kick. Okay? So from your armpits, you're going to block straight down and meet that kick. And you want your back hand on top, so that it's stronger and it can reinforce the block, okay? So we'll start further back. So this time start with your right leg back, put your hands in your armpits and block straight out and meet the kick. And notice now that my other hand is on top, because now this is my back hand. So green belts for juniors, it's good to remember 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, because you're going to change hands every time. Okay, so my right hand's on top, and then when I walk forwards, from my armpits, meet the kick, now my other hand is on top. I'm not blocking here, I'm crossing at the forearms. Ready? Forwards from the armpits, block out in front, and now my other hand is on top. So same again, moving backwards from your armpits, 1. Backwards go from your armpits, making sure you change the top hand. Backwards go from your armpits. Okay, making sure you change the top hand. So same again, coming forwards. Go from your armpits. 1. From your armpits. 2. From your armpits. 3. Making sure you change hands every time. And 3 times backwards. And barrel. Okay? So that concludes the green stripe line work for this level. Apart from a kick, I forgot to tell you, 6 pieces of line work. So that's your upper body. So now we just need to learn a side kick. Okay? So if you show me the L stance that you learned at yellow stripe level and yellow belt level, because that's where we start from, and show me a guarding block. Again, you should already know this from your previous lessons. It's exactly the same as a knife hand guarding block, except for it's level with your shoulder, and this one's still pointing towards your bicep. And it starts with a stretch, but pretend you're holding X, and then guard. The holding X thing makes you relax. So then when you guard, it looks snappy. Okay, so for the side kick, you're going to bring your knee across, and the important thing is this foot. That foot just twisted from the front to the side, and my heel, for juniors, has come with me. It's underneath my knee. I didn't leave it behind. It's come across, and it's nearly touching my knee. And then when you kick, your heel is higher than your toes. Okay, so let's watch that again. So this foot twists as I bring my knee across, to face this way. And when I kick, that foot twists again to face the back. Okay, so when I kick again, that foot twists to face the back, and I'll kick with my heel higher than my toes. So from here, I'll kick, my foot twists to face the back, and I'll kick with my heel higher than my toes. Okay? So watching that again, my front foot, the standing foot's important. As your knee comes across, it twists sideways. My heel is underneath my knee. And for juniors, it's always good to touch your knee for balance. When I kick straight towards the camera, heel higher than toes, and my standing leg turns to face the back. And then I'll guard. Okay? Now remember, a good kicker will chamber once, kick and put it down, whereas a great kicker will chamber, kick, chamber again, and then guard. Okay, so I'll try and show you this. Ready? So your knee comes across, heel on your knee, foot sideways, twist and kick, guard again, hands to the corner, and guard when you land. Have we got that, everybody? Okay, so the other way now. Bring your knee across and twist your standing foot to face that way. Bring your heel with you. Juniors, touch your heel to your knee to make sure it's there. When you kick, you're going to twist your standing foot to face the back, and you're going to kick your heel higher than your toes. So from here, kick to the back, higher, chamber, and then guard when you land. Okay, so let's give that a go coming forwards and backwards. So right leg back guard, from the corner, hold your legs, and guard. Bring your knee across, foot underneath, heel on your knee, toes facing that way. Twist your toes to the back and kick with your heel higher than your toes. Chamber, and guard when you land. So coming across, knee across, twist your foot, heel on your knee. Ready? You're going to twist again as you kick. Chamber again, and guard. So you come across, heel on your knee, twist and kick, chamber, and guard. Okay? And barrel. So that's your light work for green stripe level. Practice, practice, practice. Practice is the mother of repetition. Okay, so repetition is the mother of mastery, someone always used to say to me. Okay, so repetition is the mother of mastery. So practice, 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 practice. Keep going back and back and back until you've got it. Thanks, guys. Cheers.